Love-hate relationships are all too common nowadays, but have you ever heard of a hate-hate relationship that you just cannot get yourself out of? With Ded Brothers, you definitely will. Featuring a terrible RNG, terrible pathing, and everything to make you lose your mind. Will I have the mental endurance to face this new trial? Or will I lose my mind? Stay tuned and you will find out. Hello. I hope everyone is having a great Friday. And that's why I thought about playing this game. I don't know if you guys heard. It's a very underrated game, I think. It's a tactics RPG. I'm gonna show you guys. Pretty much you just control a mercenary company and you do contracts and stuff, fight enemies, fight monsters and whatnot. We're going with the tutorial beginning. There isn't much difference between these two. The start is pretty much the same. Difference is that in this one you start with a tutorial battle, but it doesn't affect much the gameplay, so there isn't much difference. Let's give our company a more fitting name because we are definitely gonna lose this. This game is actually pretty difficult. We're going for permanent destruction, obviously. Let's pick... This one is very good. I'm going with this one. We're just gonna be dead anyways. Not going beginner, I'm going veteran because on veteran there are no buffs nor penalties, so I think it's the more balanced difficulty, at least in theory. Starting funds, we're going medium. Let's go unexplored for the fog of war. Let's begin this. So we begin here in this tutorial battle. With it you guys can have a feel of what to expect. Here we have our guys fighting, the enemies fighting. As a rule of thumb, if the character is facing east, it's yours or in your team, and if it's facing west, it's the enemy. That's a rule of thumb. Let's see if they come up to us. They don't. We have that enemy running, but he always does that in the tutorial. Let's not worry about that. I'm gonna spear wall again because this ability, whenever someone gets close to you in the adjacent hexagon, they're gonna take damage, or at least they're gonna roll for an attack, and if you hit, you deal damage. And this is really good for generating zones of control so that the enemy doesn't walk up to you. Okay, they're coming. So here we have quite an advantage for us. They've walked here, and one of the attacks of the axe is this round swing, where you attack every adjacent square. It's hexagon. It's gonna hit your own troops too, so you need to be careful. In this case, both of them are isolated here. I'm just gonna do this, and they're gonna attack me. Let's see. If I lose, yeah. So this is what to expect about this game. This guy just didn't die because of the tutorial, by the way. He's at 1 HP, he should be dead. Let's pressure the X guy with this. His morale is still breaking. You see, there is morale in this game too, which is represented by the flag here, the white flag. If it raises completely, that character is gonna retreat, no matter what. You just lose control of the character and he just starts running away from you. But when it's kinda raised like this, it's giving you just few penalties, like lower chance of hitting and I think higher chance of taking damage too. Shoot him. Nice. And now he's fleeing. Look, he's fleeing. So in this situation we just won the battle, even though we should have lost this guy. We won this battle. Pretty bad. Quite the pathetic beginning of a campaign, but I'll take it. Ideally, from what I've learned, you should start with spears. because they have a higher chance to hit. You can see here that it has a plus 20% chance of hitting, even though the damage isn't very impressive. It's just 25 to 30. 25% of the damage ignores armor, which is decent. 90% effective against armor, that's quite good actually. But still, the weapon is not impressive. Let's compare it with the with this. It has a damage of 35 to 70. 40% ignores armor and 125% effective against armor. So the woodcutter's axe is really good. Problem is, the attack uses 6 action points, 6 AP, and you always start with 9 every turn. So you can only do 1 attack. And it doesn't have the chance of hitting like the spear. It doesn't have the plus 20%. So in general, you just want to invest in shields because shields are really good. And in spears because your team is just going to be missing a lot. It's going to miss a lot of attacks. There are builds too, lots of perks here. When you level up you can change your skills too, you can upgrade them, but we're gonna get to that later. We gotta recruit 3 more men and buy some stuff, okay. I saw a poacher. This guy's a poacher, kinda expensive to hire. We have only 2400 gold. This guy costs 500, that's quite a lot. Especially since once you see how much we get from contracts. So this guy's gonna be pretty expensive. But what matters is that when you have this guy rolled really bad. This is a really bad guy. But usually when you have a background like this, like poacher and whatever, you have the tendency of starting with more ranged skill, which was unfortunately not the case here. This guy pretty much sucks. But his melee skill is actually pretty decent, and he has star in defense. Star means that for every level up he has a higher chance of getting an extra point in this. But this guy is a tank. Defense, defense and HP. He's a tank. So he just loses his bow. Let's buy him a shield. And we can use this bludgeon even though it's not a good weapon. It has its utilities. Here he has a knockout which deals less damage, but it has a chance to stun. Stun means that the guy who is stunned, he just loses a turn. So this can be really good, but the damage is even less impressive than the spear and doesn't have the bonus chance of hitting. Not the ideal weapon for someone with a low attack like 56, but it's good enough. We just move on to the other city. Let's see if we can get better recruits there, maybe better equipment too. Ambush straight routes, unlucky. This means that stuff here is gonna be more expensive. Yeah, look at this. It's worth 200, but it costs 440. Yeah, so we have the spear here. No good armor. Maybe this Gambison. Yeah, we can get that. Let's see who we can hire. We have a bowyer. So this guy might actually be an archer, unlike the false archer we got. Was this squire? And he has a very good piece of armor. This guy is very good. Another squire. These guys are very good. They're expensive on the daily wage. Very expensive. 20 is very oppressive. But the armor is very good. I don't really care about the weapon. The hatchet doesn't really matter. Yeah, but the daily wage is very oppressive. Still, let's get this guy. 1 attack, 3 on melee. This guy is gonna be a swordsman. We don't have money for this guy. Oh, this guy here. Day Tailor. But I'm gonna take this guy for 90 bucks. Initiative, HP and fatigue. This guy is really bad. He has somewhat decent melee skill for someone who is not acquainted with combat, but he sucks regardless. So this guy is pretty good. I'd like him to not die.
A few moments later.
It's gonna be tough. Yeah. The axe guy, he's just gonna die. Oh, he dodges that. Nice. Man, can you stop missing the 81%? That's the problem with this. All it takes is 1 stroke of bad luck and you're out of the game. Yeah, see? I mean, look at how many 80% we're missing. Oh, there isn't really a chance for us to win this, is there? If our RNG was at least moderate, this guy would be dead. But we missed, what? 3 or 4 80%ers in a row. So... it's rough, man. We just lost the Axe guy. Yeah. This is insanely unlucky. There we go. Well, we won, but at a very expensive cost. We lost this guy. We have this gentleman here. He has HP, fatigue, and resolve growth. He suits better for a tank. So let's just invest in defense and HP for him. Perks, I always go with the student because it gives additional 20% experience from battle. And additional XP is always very good. Now we're gonna have to take this. Caravan contracts, they seem very peaceful, but they're quite tricky, and I usually lose my playthroughs on Caravan contracts.
12 seconds later.
Hello.
I flee. We're not gonna fight this. What is this? Payment in advance, please. Yes, good. Crystal Skull. Hopefully we're not gonna encounter raiders. Let's not fight in the mountains, please. Leave. Leave, 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 leave. I have no interest in you. What the hell is this? Am I gonna fight everyone at the same time? What's going on? That's going to be very problematic because these zombies, they're not strong at all, but they have a catch. The catch is that they eat corpses and they get stronger. So what's gonna happen is that these dumbass bandits, they're gonna throw themselves up to the ghouls, and the ghouls are just gonna melt them. Meaning that we're gonna have to fight a huge stack of strong ghouls because the bandits are just gonna die to them. So it's ideal that we deal with these bandits here as soon as possible. So that's why I'm not gonna retreat. I'm gonna stand here and I'm gonna wait until they come about. Good hit. Nice, that was very lucky. Bastard! Forgot about the necromancer. Yeah, these are the ghouls that I'm talking about. Yeah. Of course, he doesn't miss. Yeah, this is gonna keep on happening all the time. We're gonna kill and he's gonna bring back. I think we lost, dude. Yeah. We definitely lost. We definitely lost. Yeah. See? So now we have the tier 2 and we have a tier 3. Yeah. We have tier 3s. Ah, man. Not much else to do here. He's just gonna keep on resurrecting that. The ghouls are gonna kill everyone. Don't get caught, please. Oh, what is this bat? Ah, man. Aw, come on. This is just so much bullshit. What is this bad thing, man? He had this entire place here to retreat and he chose this way. Like, what the hell, dude? Ah, what the hell? It's one of the reasons why this game pisses me off so much. Like, there was no reason for him to retreat this way. He should have just gone down. Just go south, dude. Why are you... Ah, man. And like, why the fuck are these things here anyways, dude? Had to come about just as I was gonna catch the thieves, right? It's the kind of RNG in this game that kind of pisses me off, dude. Yeah, this is frankly really stupid, man. I'm gonna call it here for today, boys. And I'll catch you boys later.